Moments that define a league. When the Premier League was formed in 1992, English football entered a new era. Television money flooded the game, stadiums modernized, global audiences grew rapidly, turning English football into one of the most watched competitions on earth. But leagues are not defined only by seasons and trophies. They are defined by moments. Moments that shift momentum, moments that change careers, moments that reshape entire clubs, and sometimes even the league itself. Across more than 3 decades, the Premier League has produced unforgettable drama, last-second goals, controversial decisions, and performances so extraordinary they altered football history. The birth of a new football era, 1992. In the early 1990s, English football stood at a crossroads. Financial struggles, declining stadium conditions, and international underperformance had left the domestic game searching for renewal. That renewal arrived in 1992 with the formation of the Premier League. A breakaway from the Football League created a new competition built around television rights and global marketing. For the first time, top clubs negotiated broadcasting deals independently, bringing unprecedented revenue into English football. But the league's early years still required a defining champion. That champion arrived in the form of Manchester United. Guided by the relentless determination of Alex Ferguson, the club ended a 26-year wait for a league title in the inaugural Premier League season of 1992-93. It was more than a victory. It marked the beginning of one of the most dominant eras in football history. The Rise of the Invincibles, 2003-2004. By the early 2000s, a new challenger had emerged. Under the guidance of visionary manager Arsene Wenger, Arsenal FC began reshaping English football. Wenger introduced modern training methods, strict nutrition programs, and a fast, technical style of play rarely seen in England. But the true magnitude of his revolution became clear during the 2003-2004 season. That year, Arsenal accomplished something extraordinary. They went the entire league season unbeaten. 38 matches, 0 defeats. Led by the brilliance of Thierry Henry and the leadership of Patrick Vieira, Arsenal dominated opponents with a mixture of power, speed, and technical mastery. The achievement earned them the legendary title of the Invincibles. Even decades later, no Premier League team has repeated it. The Aguero goal that stopped time, 2012. Football history sometimes unfolds over decades, but occasionally it changes in a single second. On May 13, 2012, the Premier League title race reached its dramatic conclusion. Manchester City FC and Manchester United FC entered the final day level on points. United finished their match first, defeating Sunderland AFC. Across the city, City were losing to Queen's Park Rangers FC. With seconds remaining, City trailed 2-1. Then came the equalizer from Edin Dzeko. Hope returned. Moments later, the ball reached Sergio Aguero. He turned inside the defender and fired the ball into the corner. The famous commentary, "Aguero!" echoed around the world. Manchester City had won the title in the final seconds of the season. Leicester City's impossible dream, 2016. Sport often follows predictable patterns. Wealthy clubs win titles. Underdogs fight for survival. But in 2016, the Premier League delivered a story so extraordinary that it felt almost fictional. Leicester City FC had narrowly avoided relegation the previous season. Bookmakers gave them 5,000 to 1 odds to win the league. Yet, under manager Claudio Ranieri, something remarkable began to unfold. With relentless energy and tactical discipline, Leicester defeated club after club. The goals of Jamie Vardy, the creativity of Riyad Mahrez, and the midfield dominance of N'Golo Kanté powered an extraordinary campaign. The impossible slowly became reality. Leicester City were champions. The arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo. In 2003, a young Portuguese winger arrived at Manchester United FC. His name was Cristiano Ronaldo. Few could have predicted the scale of his impact. Under the guidance of Alex Ferguson, Ronaldo evolved from a talented youngster into one of the most complete players in football. During the 2007-08 season, he scored 31 league goals. The campaign ended with Ronaldo winning the Ballon d'Or. It confirmed the Premier League as the home of the world's greatest players. Pep Guardiola's Tactical Revolution, 2017-18. Football constantly evolves. And in 2016, the Premier League welcomes one of the most influential managers in history. Pep Guardiola arrived at Manchester City FC. His philosophy centered on positional play, relentless pressing, and technical control. During the 2017-18 season, his team reached an unprecedented milestone, 100 points, the highest total in Premier League history. Players like Kevin De Bruyne and Raheem Sterling flourished within Guardiola's system. The tactical level of the league changed forever. Steven Gerrard's slip, 2014. Not every historic moment ends in celebration. Some become symbols of heartbreak. In April 2014, Liverpool FC were chasing their first Premier League title. Leading them was captain Steven Gerrard. During a crucial match against Chelsea FC, disaster struck. Gerrard slipped while controlling a pass. The ball rolled behind him. Demba Ba seized the opportunity and scored. The moment changed the course of the title race. Alan Shearer and the goal record. Goals define football. And no one has scored more in Premier League history than Alan Shearer. Across his career with Blackburn Rovers FC and Newcastle United FC, Shearer dominated defenses with strength and finishing ability. In 1995, Blackburn captured the Premier League title. Shearer eventually retired with 260 Premier League goals, a record that still stands today. The rise of Mohamed Salah. The modern era continues to produce extraordinary talent. One of the most influential is Mohamed Salah. After joining Liverpool FC in 2017, Salah transformed the team's attack. During the 2017-18 season, he scored 32 Premier League goals, the highest in a 38-game season. His success helped Liverpool reclaim the Premier League title in 2020. Salah also inspired millions of fans across Africa and the Middle East. The legacy of the Premier League. More than 3 decades have passed since the Premier League began. From the dominance of Manchester United FC under Alex Ferguson to the perfection of Arsenal FC's Invincibles. From the last-second heroics of Sergio Aguero to the impossible triumph of Leicester City FC. Each moment has shaped the league's identity. Football history is not written only by trophies. It is written by moments. Moments that inspire generations. Moments that redefine expectations. Moments that change the game forever.